We got off the train and approached the Betsy Thatcher. We would take a ride down the Connecticut River. Later on, we would catch the train on a return trip to take us back to Essex. The gangplank was lifted and the gates were locked. We were ready to begin our trip. But first, as usual, we were given safety instructions and told where the safety vests were. Hopefully, no one has ever had to use them.
Site for a small shipyard called the Eli Dennison Shipyard, and they used to build small sailing ships called sloops, and those ships would be sent across the ocean and get all sorts of different kinds of cargo and bring back to the United States. And one of the more interesting things that they brought back was ivory from Africa. Now, ivory was a very important business back then on the lower Connecticut River Valley, seen as about 95% of the ivory imported to America was brought in on the Connecticut River. Now, some of the items that were made out of this ivory into all sorts of things in this very area included items such as ivory sewing needles, ivory billiard balls, ivory combs, and the most common item made was ivory piano keys.
The ride was very peaceful and calm, and we saw many different sights as well as many beautiful homes. However, no new foundations may be built along the Connecticut River. A house can be torn out and built up again, but no new construction can be had. And if you notice, some of the houses near to the river are built on stilts because of the possibility of flooding. As we approached the bridge to turn around, we came into view of the Goodspeed Opera House, built by William Goodspeed in 1876. It presented many plays back then, and after his death fell into disrepair. In 1959, it was condemned but saved by a group of concerned citizens. It now has 6 musicals a year, and Annie, Man of La Mancha, and Shenandoah were first performed as musicals in this opera house. Coming into view on one side of the river, we saw the Gillette Castle. Later on, we were going to cross the bridge by car and visit the castle. When the boat docked, we all got off the boat and approached the train and took it back to Essex. Soon after, we were going to visit the castle.